Danger dwells around every corner. Mystery and mayhem are bound with a murderous agenda that has its eyes fixed on you, adventurer. Audience discretion is advised as the Big Bad Dungeon goes dark. Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Darkest Big Bad Dungeon. I will be your dungeon master this evening, and with me for all the madness and mayhem are an intrepid group of adventurers set to save their dimension from chaos. And let's go ahead and let's meet those characters right now.
Hello, my name's Sean, and I'm a musician out of San Diego. I'm also a really big dork, and I really love D&D. And I'm just meeting all these people for the first time, and I think it's going to be fun. My character is a gloomstalker, a variant human, and my character's name is Talbot Cliffgaze.
Hell yeah, that's amazing. I'm excited to fight Talbot Cliffgaze, and I'm very scared because he's a gloomstalker and they're terrifying.
You should be.
All right, moving right along.
Hi, I am Jessica Skellington. I am a variety streamer here in Atlanta, Georgia. You can find me on socials at Jessica Skell on Twitter. It's usually where I'm mostly at. I am playing today a character by the name of Haley Bry. She is a variant human artificer. She has a little construct named Shiny.
Nice.
And she is, she got black hair, usually wears some pigtails. She has just goo like all over her face as far as like just like smudges where she's been working with stuff, and she's just like very happy, just bubbly character, and she's gonna be very terrified of what you have in store for her today.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be super great. And moving along, Mr. Chuck.
Mr. Chuck Thomas. Yes, I'm Keith Brooks' husband. We've been married about 10 years now. It's torture every day, but I'm glad he brought me on to this the session. It's gonna be fun. My character's name is Motaro's brother, Brotaro. Motaro being the famous sub-boss from Mortal Kombat 3 in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. But this is his brother, and actually his full name is Motaro's brother, Brotaro. And it's hovered over his head that his more famous brother, Motaro, gets all the credit. So much so that he is an artificer and he has a homunculus, and he has named his little guy Motaro. It's just a tiny little centaur version of himself that he pins to his chest. And he just like, oh, it's my little brother, just to sort of get back at his big brother, Motaro.
I love it.
And he's very excited. He's got winged boots and he flies because it's ridiculous. And we're going to do this, and he's going to get murdered, and I can't wait.
All right, wonderful. All right, so here on Darkest Big Bad Dungeon, we utilize a thing called the Darkness deck, and utilizing this Darkness deck at the very beginning of the game, we're going to roll a d6, and that is going to introduce a unique rule to this particular session. And every 30 minutes, we'll be stacking on these rules, putting this weight on the players so that they will have to deal with them, in addition to having to fight for their lives down here in the dark. So let's go ahead, and one of you can feel free to roll a d6, or I can just roll a d6, whatever you guys would like. Let's go ahead and roll a d6. All right, so the first element of the Darkness deck that is unleashed in this game is the Baleful Brew. The Baleful Brew changes the way that health potions work, so they don't work the way they normally do in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. They have the original ability to heal hit points lost, but in addition to that, randomly, they will put another effect on your character that you will have to deal with. Those can be cursing your character with fool speech, so you only speak in gibberish for a period of time. They can make you blind, all kinds of awful business. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. You hear the creak of the door close behind you, and you find yourselves standing in the dark. Those of you that can see in the darkness feel the light shift a bit, and you are looking out at a large statue Veined marble with arms outstretched, its eyes blank, lines of black wetness run down its face. There is an evil here that has to be banished, and you all have your own reasons for being in this space. Declare those reasons now and gain inspiration. And let's go ahead and start with Haley Bry. Haley, go ahead and tell me why you're here to banish the darkness, and it could be for any reason.
I am here to banish the darkness because everything needs to be in the light. That night can't work in the dark. I can see a little bit, but I don't like it.
Oh, yeah. All right. Gain an inspiration. Next, Brotaro, Motaro's younger and very awesome brother.
Brotaro is here. He doesn't care about banishing the light. He heard there was treasure down here. He's going to use it to further himself. That's all he really cares about.
Oh, yeah. Gain inspiration.
All
And
right.
finally, Talbot Cliffgaze.
As a gloomstalker, I'm not afraid of the dark. In fact, I embrace it. And the reason that I'm down here is because I heard that there is probably the best prey that I could find. And I'm here to end that prey.
All right. I love it. Gain inspiration. Settling in the dark in this room, you can see that there are 3 doorways. 2 of them are stretched to the north, and one of them moves farther south in the room. Where would you like to go?
We're aware of each other at this time.
You guys can look and interact with one another. You have all a space together, perhaps sharing this very moment on your journey.
Where do you guys think we should go?
Is it possible that I could use some of my ranger skills to detect a direction that would probably lead us to danger or combat?
Yes. Please feel free to make me a perception check.
22?
Okay, so moving about the room, the Ranger Talbot Cliffgaze rests. It feels as if as you shift in the space, the eyes of that statue seem to follow you. On one of the northeastern doors, as you set your hand to it, you can see a small wire attached to it. And past it, you don't hear anything. To the very north, you can hear a flush of cool air. And as you move to the southernmost door, you can hear the sounds of things rustling, moaning.
Like undead?
Yes.
I'm familiar with undead.
All right.
So in the direction behind us, horse and woman, that's probably where all the action is. That's my direction I would pick.
My name's Haley, by the way.
Haley, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's very dark in here, and I can't distinguish any of your features.
I
Horse,
can see a little
I can
bit.
smell you.
I'm sorry. I kind
That's
of
probably me.
Yeah, it probably is you. So what are you guys good at? I'm obviously very good at speaking slowly.
I'm good at this. And I rise up in the air with my winged boots that last for 4 hours, apparently.
or
You-
call more boots.
you levitate on those boots. So do you have like just like 2 boots, or do you have like all four decked out?
All 4 boots, and they're cowboy boots.
Hell yes, I love that. You as you levitate off the ground, the ceiling in this room is about 20 feet up. So you get to the full, I guess, like height, and you can touch the very ceiling if you like.
Oh, I will. Is there anything up here?
You feel around, you can feel a mildewy wetness against the ceiling. I guess like the stones drip water from somewhere far above, and you can see the water hit the statue that's in the room. Haley, to the south, you can hear sounds. That shifting noise seems to be moving closer to the door, and there's a dull pounding against it.
I think our decision is about to be made for us.
It might be. I would probably prepare as best as you can. I'm going to move closer to this corner and closer to the darkness. I don't know what everyone else is going to do.
Well, the darkness is all around you. Would
I would like
anyone
to move into maybe deeper darkness as opposed to shallow darkness.
You move to deeper darkness. I guess like you have the ability to see in like perfectly well in the darkest of darkness, and in addition, creatures who, God, this is saying fucking darkness a lot. Creatures who utilize dark vision to see you, they don't see you, correct?
I believe so.
Hell yes. What are the Brotaro? What are you, Tiny Motaro, and Haley Bry doing in this moment?
Well, I guess if creatures with dark vision can't see him, then I can't see him either.
Oh, holy crap. So you
'Cause
just
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
so you hear like a disembodied voice who is acting in a friendly manner to you, at least in this moment.
Pretty much. Probably going to knowing that, humans are squishy. Probably going to follow the disembodied voice. And she is very curious though about that statue.
Okay.
So
You move towards the statue. I guess like you close with it, kind of edging towards where you heard the voice and moving to, I guess, like the back of the statue. How would you like to interact with the statue? Do you want to try and like check it for anything?
I would, and I'd like to see if it's possible. Is by chance this is a magical statue?
Yes, it looks like there is some magic that is emanating from the statue.
Okay, well that's not gonna work then. I was gonna see if I could cast 5 feet of light on it, but no. But yes, I would like to investigate the statue.
All right, let me go ahead and see if the horde that is waiting for you outside can bust through this door. While I'm doing that, Bertara, what do you want to do?
Actually, I do actually have a quick question.
Okay.
I have dark vision to cast, but I also have the thunder gauntlets, and just reading it, does it constantly emanate lightning, or is it like when you hit like that?
So if you want, I mean, as a flavor thing, it can always have like little sparks that come off of it, but normally it's after you strike something.
Okay, I was just asking from a light perspective. Do I need to cast dark vision if this thing is crackling or whatever? But it sounds like I do.
Yeah, I think that I mean it gives off like small irregular flashes of light that flicker throughout the room. So it would be like you would like be fighting someone who they're just like someone taking polar photographs of them as coming at you. But I think I kind of like that. I want to go that.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Flip
Yeah.
booking.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right,
And DM, I rolled a 26 on my investigation check.
Okay, so you go over this this statue, and as you look over its form, you can see that around its wrists, from age, there are a dusty set of bracers, and those bracers are nearly set in the stone. You see on the worked untooled leather, there are a set of I guess like there are a set of shields on the back of them. I didn't think anyone was going to check the fucking statue. That's great.
Good job, team.
What would you like to do, Haley?
I kind of want to see if one of the shield is movable because it looks like this thing may have some age on it.
Yeah.
See if maybe we could use it to our advantage, maybe to hide behind if they try to like cast something that would be detrimental to our health.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So you want to pull the bracers that the statue is wearing off? They have little shields on them.
Yes.
All right. You go ahead and make me a strength check. Go ahead and make me a strength saving throw. Or you can make me an athletics check.
We have nope. We have a +1 for oh wait, that's the wrong one. That was stealth, not strength. Read. Jess, read.
I'm quite
It's
excited.
fundamental.
Oh, we're gonna do that. We'll do athletics because
That was an 8. Hey, you set yourselves like grabbing the wrists of this giant statue, and as you pull backwards, you can feel them slip a bit, but they haven't come all the way off. Dust falls from your hands, and you can't quite get them out. Yeah, maybe I guess like you could try again. Someone could give you a hand with that. But to the south, you hear the door crash open and the sound of lumbering dead begin moving in your direction.
Uh-oh.
they moved, guys. They moved. The statue has bracers with shields on them. We can help me.
In the darkness, past the first few dead moving in your direction, you can see two in the back suddenly, for no reason in particular, catch fire.
Oh, that'll cast some light.
I guess light is cast unevenly in the room, and let's roll initiative.
Oh joy! That's a dirty 20 for Haley.
Dirty 20. I love dirty 20s.
Oof. 4.
Nice. Nice. Brotaro, I didn't actually give you a chance to move. Are you going to stand? Oh, you're levitating towards the ceiling.
I'm still levitating, yes.
Oh God, that's amazing. I think that you're up high enough that it's going to be very hard for these fucking skeletons to grab at you in that space. You hear the sounds of these things creaking their way through the shadows in your direction. Underneath your hooves, you feel something attempt to grab at your feet as it moves towards you. What's your AC?
11.
Clawing hands covered in clawing fingers and bone dig into the space around your hoof as it tries to rip your shoe or one of your flying boots from you. You're going to go ahead and take 4 damage to your hit points.
Okay.
One of these attempts to shuffle its way closer, and the things with that are caught on fire lumber into the space. Fire licks off of their forms. It runs against the walls. And one of these flaming skeletons makes their way into the space. So anyone who's utilizing dark vision, you don't need to use dark vision for the moment because you can see these flaming skeletons. One of them is going to try and grab at you in the ceiling again, Brotaro. It throws itself upward, and as it throws itself upward, what was your AC again?
11.
11. It is going to hit you for 8 points of damage. Haley Bry, you're up. What are you doing?
She's gonna see these skeleton dudes clawing at her newfound flying horse friend. She's actually going to aim at the second one that
Nice.
got him. And she's gonna use firebolt.
So the one that isn't currently on fire, correct? Or the one that's on
Right.
fire?
The one's currently not on fire. Are they?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna because clearly these guys are flammable.
Yeah.
So that would be a 22 to hit.
22 fucking hits. Well done.
I love Firebolt.
Firebolt's one of the best spells for artificers.
It just gets it
And-
done.
Yeah, it just does the business, which I love.
It's so fun. I love ranged attacks though too. Take that 7 points of flaming damage.
Right. You I guess like fire is unleashed. So when Haley casts a spell, like what does it look like? Where does it come from?
So she is actually going to she's going to dig into the side of her pouch. She's going to take a wrench out, and she is just going to take a screwdriver, and she's going to take the screwdriver and the wrench, and she's going to strike them against each other as if she's trying to start a fire. And from that, just a bolt of like flame just shoots out from it and just engulfs this skeleton, and you can
That mad tumbling spark cast from your I guess like from your wrench and your screwdriver flies across the expanse. It strikes the skeleton. The skeleton like alights, catches fire. It shuffles and slams into one of the walls. It rips at the stone and falls to the ground dead. There is hope for all of you. Next up, we have another flaming skeleton.
Yay!
That one like it lopes across the expanse, running past its fellows. You can see it catch small bits of clothing alight as it moves into the room. As that room has become lit up, it can see two other form. Well, it can see Haley Bry at least. It runs towards Haley Bry, racing across the ground, and you can see it end its mad dash 10 feet away from you.
Oh.
Next up, there's more shuffling, the sound of bone. As these creatures shift their way up a tight corridor. Talbot, you're up next. What are you doing?
I guess I'll ready an arrow in my crossbow and shoot at one of the flaming ones that entered into the room first.
All right, go ahead and make your check to hit.
Looks like a 10.
And 10 doesn't hit. So that shot goes wild and wide. You have some more shots though.
I guess I'll take another one.
All right.
Is that going to be with main action or with a bonus action?
So you are level 5. You get 3 attacks because it's the first round as a Gloomstalker. You get your main attack, your attack for being 5th level, you get your Gloomstalker attack, and then if you decide to use your bonus action, you get another attack. So this can just be a regular attack if you want.
All right.
15 hits.
All right. 15 hits. Roll for damage. Man, that one was not great.
You got to add a D8 to it because it's the first round of combat.
I do. Come on, dice. Where are you at? 1 second. There's that
Well,
D8.
Nice. Oh, all the way. Hell yeah. That bolt crosses the expanse, strikes this flaming skeleton. It hits its form in the in the side, in its armor, and it continues to shamble, but it looks a little bit less shambly.
Nice. I guess I'm gonna roll again.
Yeah, you got 2 more attacks if you decide to pick them. You attacking the same one again?
Same guy.
Hell yeah, do it.
21
21 hits.
damage without the D8. That's 5 damage.
That form is struck in the head, and the magic animating it, it casts green flame throughout the room in a flash for a moment, and it falls to the ground.
David, my favorite enemy is undead. Does he seem really undead?
He
Like
seems really
dead?
undead. He seems
Okay.
super duper undead.
No, so does he seem dead instead of just undead?
Yeah, he seems like he's not going to get up that kind of dead currently, because there's that kind and the other kind that get up as soon as you knock them to the ground.
Okay. And then I guess I'll switch targets to the closest enemy next to him.
Nice. 23 hits.
23 and damage.
All right. I have a sinking suspicion this is going to go a different way than I had initially planned, as that arrow strikes and that lumbering form remains upright, but probably not for long.
I think that's all that I have.
Only one of them remains on fire in the in the room, and you can hear the shambling sounds of 3 more moving into the space as they clatter in and crowd the room. One of them strikes at Mataro's feet. It throws itself upward and claws at your hooves, and it misses. It as it tries to leap to attack you, it just can't get there. Mataro's brother, Brotaro, you're up. What would you like to do?
All right. So
There are several collected underneath you, just so
Yeah.
you are aware.
yeah. Okay. All right. Then so am I up at the ceiling?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
as
you're
high as I
touching
can
the
go.
ceiling. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to be clawed anymore, but I still want to be able to hit these clowns.
All right.
All right. So I have poison spray. If I use that, does that hit multiple people, or is that for just one? I can't remember.
So poison spray can attack multiple targets, but go ahead before you use poison spray. Make me an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
All right. So you're not completely sure, but you think if these are undead, many kinds of undead are immune to being poisoned, that particular kind of magic. Also, I made a mistake when I was, I guess, saying it earlier. It can only attack one creature within 10 feet
Okay.
for poison spray. So
Okay. So my thunder gauntlets, it says what have to be within 5 feet. Do I need to land to do that, or can I float 5 feet and use them?
Yeah,
above
you're
them?
you're not so far away that would incur any kind of business. You can just drop down a little bit, swing your fists, do bad
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. I will do that.
Do you want to? So there are a number of these skeletons. As you
Hmm.
close with them in the flickering light, you can make out. It looks like a number of them are wearing armor, the likes of which you can make out from town. Some of them have golden rings. A number of them have adventuring longswords at their sides. They seem to be a collection of the individuals who have come here before the 3 of you.
Is the one that hit me is still alive?
Yeah, certainly.
I would like to hit him.
All right, let's make this attack check. It's a break face.
All right, let's see.
Get him, Chuck.
Someone tried to kill you.
I will try. 18.
Yeah, that 18 certainly hits.
3 whole damage.
3 damage.
But then since I attacked, my homunculus should attack too, right? How does that work?
So your homunculus, I don't think it has a whole attack on its own, but let me go ahead and look that up really quick.
I think he goes on a bonus action.
Yeah.
I think it also depends on the homunculus.
Hmm.
Let me double check your character sheet really quick.
Okay, so that skeleton I hit now has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of my next turn. Okay.
So when you use that particular feature, like what does it look like? I mean, we know that there's light flashing from your gauntlets in the space as you swing mightily down at these lumbering undead. But like, what does it look like? Does it make a sound? Like, what happens there?
Well, it's like the Hulkbuster gloves, and they're crackling with energy. So the gloves themselves don't make any sound, but when he attacks, he goes ka-chaw.
Nice.
So it just makes him feel better. Ka-chaw.
They don't say Brotaro.
That
They
would
say
be amazing.
Motaro. Oh, Motaro.
All right. I think that this homunculus, it can deliver like a touch attack for you, like if you have a touch range spell. And go ahead. I think that it can also do a force strike if you use it for your bonus action with a range of 30 feet. So go ahead and make a range attack roll just for your character.
Okay.
So that.
How do I do
Oh, no problem. Yeah.
bonus attack? I don't see
Go.
range attack.
Hooves, Guardian. Let me
Bonus
go ahead.
action.
And so you're going to go ahead and roll your proficiency bonus plus your dexterity modifier, or I believe at 5th level, you could use your intelligence if you're an artificer for this attack. So either one of those, whichever is higher.
Intelligence. Okay.
All right. And then just go ahead and roll a d20, click on, I guess, the bottom corner. We'll add probably, I guess, 5 to it.
Okay. I rolled an 11, so then 16, I guess.
16 total, 16 hits.
Hey.
And go ahead and roll for the damage. It's going to be your proficiency bonus plus 1d4. So roll 1d4 plus 3. That's your proficiency bonus, right? Yeah.
Okay. 4 plus 3, 7.
Hell yeah. Was that the one that you punched?
Yeah.
All right. So what does it look like when your homunculus attacks?
Actually, what it said it's a force shot, so he does shout kind of like Sindel or something.
Okay, hell yeah.
And it does go Brotaro.
So it says Brotaro when you punch things, and it says Brotaro when your homunculus like shouts. I love that.
That's proper branding, David. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're going to design things, you want it to stand out and be yours.
Yeah.
So you'll know that it's his if it says Brotaro.
Yeah.
If it's not, it didn't come from me.
Well, I buy it, Brotaro, as the homunculus screams. That skeleton that you struck with your thundering gauntlets, it falls to pieces with the resounding Brotaro. And with that, we are at the top of the round.
Am I able to move after this, or?
Oh yeah, totally. Where
can
would
I
you like to move to?
Can I float back up to the ceiling and get away from some of these clawing monsters?
Hell yeah, you fly all the way up to the ceiling. Do you want to try and like flatten yourself or make it so they would have to like jump to get you?
Pull my feet up because they seem to be getting my feet pretty good. So
okay,
Yeah.
Those forms that were underneath you. I think that the only person currently visible, if you pressure yourself against the ceiling, is Haley Bry, if I'm not mistaken.
Possibly, yes.
All right, cool. So Haley, as your newfound fellow bashes in the head of one of these skeletons, a number of them look in your direction. One of them races to you, and it claws savagely at you. What's your AC?
17.
As it lashes out at you, you can see like there's a look in its corpse blue eyes, a pained look as it swipes at you. pleading with you to end its suffering. As it misses this attack, the flaming skeleton throws itself against the statue that you're next to, half chases you around it, and then leaps at you to strike at you.
Stay away.
50. Did you say, does a 15 hit you?
No.
All right. You duck out of the way. Too fast. Haley, you come up from your roll. What do you do?
So they are within 5 feet of me, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So what she's going to do is she is going to reach into the side pocket on her leg and she's going to pull out her warhammer.
Okay.
And she's just going to like Hulk swing at this the one that almost got her.
Okay.
So 17 to hit.
17 totally hits.
Dope.
Waffle him.
Yeah.
And so I've got do bludgeoning or oh no, we'll do the 1d10 plus 5. 12 bludgeoning.
And that's bludgeoning? Oh my
That is.
gosh. Okay, so are you hitting the one that's on fire or the one that is not on fire?
I believe it's the one's on fire was the one that just chased me around the statue, yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah.
You slam your hammer into its form, and it explodes against the magic of your hammer, against the force of your blow. You strike it incredibly precisely, and it falls to pieces.
And she's going to just stand there for a second. You don't like this. I don't like this. She's gonna move.
Okay.
Where's the other one? That
the other one is outside of 5 feet. So if you move away from it, it will not get an opportunity attack. Do you want to maneuver behind the statue? Do you want to climb up the statue? Would you like to run blindly towards one of the other rooms?
running blindly towards rooms never works well in D&D. I know that.
It also doesn't work well in scary movies either.
No, it doesn't. It's what causes people to go, don't do that. She's actually gonna climb and see if she can get like maybe on the shoulders of the statue.
Make me an acrobatics or athletics check.
We're gonna do acrobatics. We have +1 there.
Hell yeah.
God, that's 6.
No, you fall prone. Oh, you have inspiration if you want to use inspiration, because otherwise you're gonna fall prone.
Yes, I would love to use inspiration. That means we get to do it again, right?
Yes.
All right. We're gonna roll physical dice because the digital ones decided to not.
They're being quite mean. I understand that. How'd you
That
do?
was good. That was good, right?
That was good.
That was a 7.
Oh, no.
No, you clamber up the thing's shoulders, and you grab the slickness caused from the condensation running on the sides of it from the ceiling, cause you to lose grip, and you fall. You hit the ground, and you currently have the condition prone.
Can Shiny help me with that at all?
Yeah, it can try to push you up. Let's go ahead and we can have your shiny thing, your shiny. So what does your shiny look like again?
So Shiny actually looks like a tiny little spaceship, and it rides around in her front breast pocket, and so it comes out whenever she needs help, which clearly she does now.
Oh yeah.
It can fly.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and
Does it make a like 8-bit version of the Firefly theme when it zooms around?
Yes, it does.
That's amazing. I love that. Go ahead and make me a. Well, you used inspiration. Go. I'll let you make the check one more time. This is the help from your tiny friend, and if you don't make it this time, it will also be in peril.
Okay, sounds good. We'll try the digital one more time. Fucking 17.
So what noises does the little tiny flying ship make?
Well, nobody knows what the spaceship makes because there's no sound in space, but like it just kind of like comes down, and there's this little like grappling thing that comes out from the bottom of the bay as it hinges open, and it grabs hold of the front of her jumpsuit and just kind of pulls her up to safety and sets her on the shoulders of the statue, and
Nice.
goes back into her pocket.
As it flies resting inside of your pocket, you are safely up pretty high. Anyone who wants to kind of swipe at you will have to do so with disadvantage. Talbot, you are also invisible. God, everyone is pretty well situated for this particular fight. One of the skeletons races towards the statue, half trying to clamber up it. It swings with its adventurer's blade. It rolls a 17, but it has disadvantage, and then it rolls. That was a natural 20. So,
Whoa.
I don't think it. So it matches your AC, Haley. It's going to hit you, but it does not crit on you because it was rolling with disadvantage.
Okay, 17 hits.
And it does 5 points of damage.
Ouch.
Talbot, Cliff Gaze, you're up next.
So
So
I
you-
will
So
change
looking,
targets to the ones that are attacking Haley.
all right, there are. It looks like 2 of them that you're directly behind, and 2 more that are off to your right hand side that are also trying to clamber up this this statue.
My first target will be the one that rolled really well trying to hit Haley.
Do it. 22 hits.
22 hits, rolling for damage.
6. It staggers, and it keeps trying to clamber up the statue.
All right. Do I get another attack?
Yep.
17
17 hits.
damage. 6. That's 12 total.
12 total. That one falls to pieces. Some of these creatures look kind of worked already, like they've been damaged from elsewhere in the dungeon. So that one collapses into a pile of bones.
All right.
And you have 1 more attack with your bonus action, your offhand attack, if you choose to use it.
I'm trying to see if any of the ranger spells I can use as a bonus action. And I don't like that it does not tell me on the front page because that means I have to read. Action, action, action. Rope trick, action. Now they all take actions. All right, I guess we're going to keep it boring and we're going to attack again.
Do it.
15.
15. All right.
Does that hit?
15 hits.
Rolling for damage. 7 damage.
That arrow thunk hits the thing in the back. It is jutting from the thing's armor. It looks like it slowed for a moment, but it is still moving forward. You guys have cleared most of the things that are in the space, though.
Oh my god, that loot's going to be so good. I continue to slink in the shadows and count my crossbow bolts. I mean, I'm sure I came down here well prepared, but it's nice to know how many I have.
One of the things looks with dread and intellect in your direction, Talbot, and makes 1, 2, 3. It crosses 15 feet. It impacts you bodily and then swipes out with its arms. It will have disadvantage because it cannot see you because it's using dark vision.
All right. And then with that studded leather we talked about, I think I'm at an 18.
So it rolled a 17. So it just misses you.
Thank you, armor.
The next creature attempts to lash out at Brataro at the ceiling. You are out of its range. One of its fellows attempts to climb up its shoulders. As it gets onto its head, it leaps and tries to grab at Brataro's feet. It will roll to attack you with disadvantage. It misses you with your AC. Is your AC better than a 14?
11.
God damn. All right. So it manages to grab you a bit. It gets you and it will hit you for 5 points of damage. It hits the ground, and as it rolls, it is prone on the ground underneath you. So if you decide to drop down and attack it, you have advantage.
Oh, great. Okay.
That was all of them, so you get to go now, Brataro.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the motherfucker that just hit me.
Fuck yeah. Get that guy. You just drop all 4 hooves. Let's stomp the crap out of him.
Yeah.
Use the fatality feature.
So you have advantage. You get to roll one more time with your, I guess, like D20.
Right. There we go. 21.
Oh yeah, 21 hits like a truck. Go ahead and roll to impact with a thundering gauntlet.
3 again. Come on.
So that does like thunder damage, right? And does it do bludgeoning damage too?
Let's see. each of the armor's gauntlets counts blah 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 blah. It gives them disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than me of next turn. It doesn't say bludgeon it.
I mean, it's
I mean, yeah, so you actually you strike it. As you impact it, there's a crack against its skull. You see its jaw loosen. It adjusts. You have your homunculus. What would you like your homunculus to do?
Yeah, we'll do the force push or whatever we called it before.
Right, let's do it.
So that was intelligence, you said?
So it's gonna be 1d20.
Oh,
you can add your, I mean, that's fine. Just add 3 to that. 17. I'll take that.
Okay.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll me 1d4 and then add 3 to that number.
Okay. All right. So I rolled, you said add 3, so 5.
Nice. The tiny homunculus moves through the space. The thing barely a speck. It lands next to the creature's head that you're on top of, and it says, Brotaro. And it obliterates its skull. Its skull hits the far wall. It is fucking dead.
Nice. I float back up.
I see there's a pattern to the things that you were doing. Go ahead and make me what's your passive wisdom, Sean?
Passive wisdom is going to be 16.
16. You can hear the sounds of more things coming your direction as you continue this fight in the room. Delete this guy. The shapes that you can make out, there are 3 shapes that are in front of you currently.
They are coming from the same direction that the other ones came from?
Oh, these are the skeletons that are currently still in the room with you. You can hear the noises of footsteps, something heavy, lumbering through the entrance that these things came from, but you think you have some time before that thing arrives. How much time, you're not sure.
All right. And then what's the count in the room?
The count in the room is 3.
All right. I try to alert everybody to big, heavy footsteps.
All right. Next up, we have one of the extant skeletons. It heard something collide with your body and miss you, Talbot. So it lumbers backwards, moving away from the difficult prey that's clambering up the statue, and it impacts you with its body first, then tries to feel towards your eyes with its bony fingers to plunge you into darkness. And it grabs your armor, pulls your armor up in places, but it doesn't do any damage to you. Haley, you're up. What are you doing?
So there's one currently attacking Talbot right now.
There's one on Talbot. There's one that's trying to climb up the statue that you're on top of, and there's one that's just kind of standing underneath Brotaro, looking around because it doesn't know where he went.
Well, since I've been spotted and somebody's trying to get me, she's going to take her wrench and her screwdriver out again, and she is going to cast Firebolt on the one trying to get to her.
Hell yeah.
So 22 to hit.
22 hits.
All right. And 10 fire damage.
Nice. Like a truck, its head comes off.
Yeah. Take that, you bony bitch.
That bony bitch hits the ground. So well fucking done. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope, she's gonna sit pretty right where she's at.
Hang out. Cool.
High ground is definitely where it's at. She says that out loud.
Nice. As that rings out as that rings out the room, Talbot, you're in striking distance of this thing that's trying to feel for a gap in your armor, try to grab at your eyes. What are you doing?
I will be fancy, and I will take a -5 to try to hit it for more damage.
Okay. Let's go. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
That was not the best thing to do. That's 14 -5, so that's 11.
Misses.
All right. Let's not be fancy. That was the one to be fancy on, but
damn it. All right, yeah, no, 20 hits. I mean, it's like you get like a similar result, right? You get to do,
yeah, there we go. 13 damage.
13 damage. All right. So the first shot clips off the breastplate and flies into the ceiling. You basically find a space in between the thing's arm and its and I guess like the edge of its armor and fire directly into its armor. You hear a cracking noise. You strike the thing's spine. The animating energy in this thing vanishes in a flash of blue light, and it hangs there in the air for a moment before it falls to its knees, its head resting against your leg, its body inert.
I got one more attack.
You do got one more attack.
All right,
If
I'll
you want to
shoot
use
at
your bonus action.
Use the bonus action to shoot at the target on Haley.
No, that one's dead. There's
one's
only
dead.
one underneath Bertaro.
I'll shoot at the last target.
Nice.
14
hits.
damage. 6 damage.
6 damage. It struck and it shudders forward a bit. It realizes that it can't reach Bertaro in the ceiling, and something invisible to it struck it with something. It runs and it hits the wall next to you. I'm just gonna roll to see if it can fucking find when your invisible gloomstalker ass is. It digs its hands into the masonry and stone, and it fucking does not fucking find you. As you look at it, you look back down to the entryway to the south, and you can see something fill the entirety of the entryway, the space behind it going black. 2 cruel eyes, glinting with malice, stare at you on the far side of that hallway.
I pee a little.
Nice. Is anyone down inspiration?
I've used mine.
All right, go ahead. And so you guys are still moving combat. This thing is trying to fit its way into the hallway, but it's too big, so it can't right now. What would you guys like to do? We are currently outside of combat, but there is going to be a short count, and if you guys don't leave this room before that count happens, this monster is going to arrive, and we also have to roll on the darkness deck.
Oh, Lord.
Let's go ahead. There's a lot going on. This is a bunch.
There is. I feel like we need some sort of rake in order to just kind of rake all of the loot with us into the next room.
Just pull it with you. They're still okay. So, Haley, as you clambered up the things, you can see the gauntlets on the statue are glowing. You think if you just pulled a little bit harder, you might be able to get them all the way off.
I think I'm going to try to do that.
Nice. And
Can I help her?
yeah, go for it. You fly in that direction. Go ahead and make this roll with advantage. The next item is going to be the woeful word. You will receive, you will be de-inspired, or you will roll with disadvantage when you say this word. And I will write the word down. Go ahead and make the check to pull this off.
Okay, guys.
It's 14. You have advantage.
See if this one's better. Nope, 14. 14 is going to be the one to go with.
17 and 19.
Nice. All right. One of you rips one gauntlet off, and the other one rips one of the other gauntlets off.
Nice.
So they basically, the two bracers, they come off the thing's arms. Its hands fall from its body, and Talbot, you can see that thing continue to push its way into the room. There are 2 paths to the north if you would like to take them, or you can try to take some shots at this thing before it makes its way into this expanse.
And I tried to get 2 spells off.
What spells would you like to use?
Entangle and Spike Growth.
Yeah, someone certainly did investigate the Gloomstalker. That's very, very amazing. All right. Yeah, you totally can.
All right.
So you want to cast Entangle and Spike Growth in the same space?
In the same space, but more towards the enemy that's attempting to come into the room.
All right. And what are other folks doing with the how big is Entangle, that space?
So Entangle is 90 feet. No, a range of 90 feet, 20 foot square.
Nice. And how big is the Spike Growth?
Taking a look. 20-foot globe.
It's like a 20-foot circle on the ground, right? And do they both require concentration?
Let's see. Spike Growth requires concentration, and Entangle requires concentration.
So you can only do one of those guys.
All right. Let's do Spike Growth.
Hell yeah.
If it helps, I can throw some grease into that entryway.
Anything helps at this point.
All right. Yeah, I guess like you I guess you shout that across the expanse to your fellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. And what's the area effect on grease?
So it's got a range of 60 feet. Does not say the area of effect. Here. Oh, 10 foot square.
10-foot square. Oh yeah.
So we can cast it right in front of the door or that entryway.
Nice. All right. It is continuing to try and push its way into the room. What are you guys doing? You guys
I
now
really don't-
have these bracers. There are 2 doors to the north. Are you guys just going to wait in this room until this thing fully makes its way inside?
I don't know. I'll shout, stay or go.
Let's get out of here.
Go. Go.
All right. I try to, I don't know. What door do you guys pick?
There are 2 of them. I guess like door 1 or door 2. One's more north and one's more east.
Door one.
All right.
Works
Let's
for
go.
me.
Let's go door 1.
All right. That's what we're doing.
All right. What's the check for grease?
It's a dexterity.
Dexterity check. Oh man, these things suck at dexterity. And what's the DC on that check?
15.
All right. That I guess like you hear a thudding noise is the thing like it's still too big to make its way through the through the hallway exactly, so it is crawling. And you can see
It
those
knocks me
spikes
down.
like cutting lines into it as it's crawling through the space. It's knocked down, so it's not really moving. And you guys make your way through the I guess like the topmost path. As you move through the topmost path, who's going first? Is Brotaro going first?
Yeah, I'm sure he would go first because he said it, so he would immediately start flying towards that room. So I'm sure I'm first, up on the ceiling.
All right. You I guess like you throw the door open and you fly through the space. As you get to the other side, you can see another wandering dead on the far side of this room. You never touch the ground, right?
Right.
All right, who goes next?
Probably Haley.
Haley. All right. So Haley, as you make your way into the into the space, you take several steps into the room and you feel the ground shift beneath you. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
18.
18. You throw yourself to the side and the ground gives way. You can see there are a collection of sharpened iron spikes like on the space. Now the ground's given way. You're on the far side of it. Talbot, you'll have to leap across the space to get on the other side of this trap.
I guess I'll have to make a
Acrobatics or
check.
athletic check.
But is that going to break concentration?
No, that's not.
Okay.
That's not going to break concentration.
Can
All
I?
right.
Can I just? Can he hop on my back and I just carry him?
Yeah, you're huge. You're pretty strong, right?
He's
Yeah.
like a Lakitu from Mario.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me get on my back, son.
So
I will acrobatically flip onto the centaur's, the flying centaur's back.
Yes.
That's amazing. I fucking love that. You get onto the centaur's back, and the centaur moves you across the space. There's a. All right. So I guess like the troll manages to stand up in the grease, and it moves in the I guess like the other room. You go ahead and how much damage does spike growth do? It's 1d4 for every
It's
5
2d4.
feet, right? Oh, it's
2d4 every 5 feet.
So it moved. Go ahead and roll 64.
So because it failed its dex check save on that, right?
So it failed its dex save on the first turn. So
Okay.
it hit the ground. And for flavor, I said it moved, but it just stopped dead in its tracks right there.
Okay. Yeah, because it
Uh,
like this is the first time I've used it. I'm like, it goes prone. I've never knocked anything prone before.
Yeah.
No, it's an amazing spell.
Yeah,
It's
no.
an amazing spell.
Yeah, Sean has used prone to I guess like many good effect in our
Right.
in our games.
Eat those spikes.
I guess like on the second round, it rolled a 19, pushed itself up, and it began making its way forward. Its skin being rent by these spikes in the ground. And as it crossed to the far side, it made it free of the grease, but it's still in the room behind you, and it'll have to leap, I guess, like leap over these spikes to actually get at you. It takes that 12 points of damage as it continues to harry you away from this space. Up ahead, you can see that there is something undead lumbering in your direction. This one's wearing a more complete adventurer's kit. Ruddy brown hair is hanging from the side of its head, and the top of its head is exposed bone and brains. It groans as it moves towards all of you. Go ahead and make me new initiative checks. Oh, you guys are also still holding these, I guess, like these bracers of defense.
Yay!
Someone, I guess you guys can attune them per the rules immediately if you sing a song about how cool bracers are. Whoever wants to attune them.
I'll tune it.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's get it. Let's get a song.
So while she's gonna do this quick because the big guys coming. These bracers are so cool. I finally got you. I'm gonna put you on, and they're shiny. I like shiny.
Hell yeah! All right. As you finish your song, the bracers wrap around your wrist. They cinch down perfectly and tight, and you get to add +2 to your AC.
Yay!
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll for initiative for this rather unfortunate zombie.
18. All right.
Nice.
14.
18, 14. Talbot, you're on 21. All right. And the person behind you is going on. So, Talbot, you are still on Rotaro's back. And his tiny homunculus is flying with him. And as you make your way into this large expanse, you can hear, I guess, like the sound of this undead in front of you, and another large form moving up I guess like the eastern hallway of the room that you just entered.
As in the large troll guy behind us?
The large troll guy behind you is still
making his way.
making his way. This
So now
thing
we have two
is
new targets.
This is this much smaller adventurer dead is just, he's person sized, but there's something in the dark of one of the other hallways that's just out of the sight of your dark vision.
Is the troll within firing distance from the back of Brotaro?
It is. Yeah.
All right.
It certainly is. Go ahead and make a shot if you'd like to.
I would like to make a few shots at it.
All right, cool.
All right, shot number 1, 23.
23 hits.
Damage. Is this additional D8 at the beginning?
Yeah, this is the first turn of combat.
All right, so 13.
Shoots across the expanse and strikes it in the chest. It doesn't seem to register the blow, and it keeps moving, but it certainly looks quite ragged.
Second one goes wide.
Yes.
Third one, something awful happens. Unless I spend an inspiration.
Yeah.
It was a natural one.
There's a you hear like a click noise on your crossbow. And you pull the trigger, and you felt something rub against the side of your face, and it looks like the string on it's busted.
I withhold expletives.
That's fair.
I shoot with a hand crossbow.
On the other, I guess, like with the other hand. Hell yeah.
Yes.
14 hits.
All right.
Its black bloodied form is moving towards you, and it takes that impact and continues.
All right.
Next up, Motaro's brother Brotaro. What are you doing?
I see my new friend shooting at this troll, so I'm going to do it as well. I have magic missile, and I'm going to try casting that.
Hell yeah. It does it. What level do you cast magic missile at?
1.
Hell yeah. All right. I think that is
oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay. So it's on second level. Tell me real quick, what's the difference? Does it
More
matter?
damage. More
Yeah,
damage, but
yeah.
better effect.
Oh, well then. Ugh.
It's just that you have spell slots, so you would use a level 2 spell slot as opposed to level 1.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just use level 1 then. I have others. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll do level 1 magic missile then.
Hell yeah. All right.
4.
I mean, it hits. It strikes the creature, and it moves to the side. Let me double check really quick.
Are you looking up the coolness for riding Centaur? Because I believe it's pretty high.
Yeah, I think I certainly agree.
I'm gonna need that fan art.
Yeah. So you're going to need to it's going to do 3, I guess, like 3d4. It does, I guess, like, and it does 1d4 damage for each one of those. So roll me that damage 2 more times.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because it's a
Yeah.
cluster.
Yeah, it's a cluster. It's like a little like
Oh,
multiple missiles shooting in that direction. Shoo, shoo, shoo.
okay. So 4, and then there's 5.
Takes a 5. Hell yeah.
And then another 5.
Hell yeah.
That's more damage than I just did.
Yeah, that's amazing. Part of its arm explodes from its body, as now it's at the doorway right in front of the trap that you had all tripped. And you have your tiny homunculus with a bonus action. What would you like it to do?
Is it still able to shoot that far away? Like,
So let me look at the range on your homunculus. Yeah, it's got a 30-foot like range on its
Oh.
force strike. So
okay. Well, then another 4 strike. Yeah.
Go
Can I
ahead
make a suggestion?
oh,
So 4 strike, David, does that move people?
Hmm.
that one does not.
Okay. Because if it was, then you would be able to push the target around the battlefield. Preferably into the spike hole that just opened up.
Yeah. I do have Thunder Wave as a spell that moves people, but yeah, the homunculus doesn't. I'll have to remember that. Yeah. Okay.
The homunculus could do it if it was a touch attack.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So homunculus he says 20. So as a 9 plus whatever.
9 plus, I think we decided it was 5. So that's going to
Oh.
be 14. 14 is its AC exactly. So you hit.
Oh, okay. So then a D4. You said plus 3, so another goddamn 1.
Part of its face
Any
falls
damage
off.
is damage.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
It's I guess like part of its snout and face fall from the side of its head and hang loosely on the creature's body. 64. Man, it gets to the doorway and then shoves itself forward. It falls into the spike trap. Let's see how much damage it takes from that.
Did it take any damage from having to move again in this round from the other spike trap?
No, because it moved past those.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and make it dexterity saving throw. It fails because it is a very large, awful thing. It takes more damage. It falls into the pit. One of its legs gets jammed into one of the iron spikes. You hear the sound of metal whine as it breaks that spike off and clambers up the opposite side of the pit. It could quite easily, if one was strong enough, be shoved back into the pit. It also looks awful. Its skin is rent and hanging in many spaces. You can see exposed ribs, and part of its face is gone.
Now I feel bad.
Yeah, so you guys were rough to this thing.
This is its home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Imagine if
invaders.
somebody did this to you and broke into your house. Fucking reverse Home Alone you in your own house.
Haley, what are you doing? What's going on?
She's gonna take a look at that thing and just you're gonna hear like throw up in my mouth just a little bit.
That's all.
Oh,
Do you have
Oh.
inspiration?
did I get it back?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's
Yeah, get inspiration.
yeah. Inspiration's great.
Just like Chicago.
Is it within 5 feet of me?
It is it's inside
I
of
think
5
I'm
feet.
still just inside. So, all right, I'm gonna try and put this thing out of its misery. She's gonna take that warhammer out of her side, out of her leg pocket again, and swing at its skull.
Finish it.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
8 points of bludgeoning damage. Let's see. That is incredibly close to its hit points. And over the course of a very short amount of time, you guys have done an incredible amount of damage to it. It took damage from crawling across, I guess, like your spikes. It took damage from arrows. It took damage from magic missiles. It took damage from these iron spikes it fell into. And as you impact the side of its head, you hear a crack. Green wetness runs down next to its ear, lays the ground. It stops moving.
You didn't say it was dead, though.
I know what I said. All right.
Your instincts might be correct.
Trying to see if Shiny has anything that it can do.
Yeah, it's a troll. Do we need to set it on fire?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
It's like the one thing I know about trolls.
It's the one. It's also like it's the Buffy thing. It solves if you cut something's head off and light it on fire, it's probably going to be dead.
Yeah, it's probably going to be certainly super dead.
Oh shit! Did I use the wrong one? Okay, because apparently Shiny, it adds to my attack modifier, which we didn't really need. And it says hit 1d8 plus PB force damage.
Hell yeah, that's great. That's like the homunculus shouty thing.
Okay, so does that mean I roll a d8 then on it, or
does it have to roll to hit on its own at all?
Shares my initiative, takes its turn immediately after mine.
Okay, so it would take its turn to hit. So yeah, it's got a 4-powered Ren. Jeez, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you roll, I guess, like you roll that business, and then you would roll 1d8 and add 3, I guess, like plus 3 force damage to that new business. Various businesses.
So it's essentially like using my warhammer again.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do the clicky clickies. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
7.
7 damage. All right. Well, the top of its head explodes.
A little better. That's a little bit more reassuring.
Yeah. You typically don't come back from that unless it's
Undead.
undead. and then we may have just pissed it off.
Or you just made a gross mess.
I mean, look at my face.
Both things can be true.
Okay.
I mean, like one of its eyes lolls out of its head, and it is not moving. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Haley?
She is gonna use her movement and move away from the pit. I guess deeper into, I guess, underneath where they're flying around.
Sweet. You run underneath where your fellows are flying in the room. So the ceiling here is much lower than in the rest of the space. You can fly so that you're off of the ground and you won't have to worry about any plates, like triggering any plates, but you can't fly so high in this particular room that you can completely negate or make it so other people can't attack you from the ground. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The northernmost. So there is now, as you move further in the room, there are these I guess, like the pit filled with spikes. You can make out in the, I guess, like in the dim light that there is a room to the south. You can hear water. And there's also another room that is to the east directly where you can feel something pushing its way through the hallway, much like the this undead creature did moments before. And the undead adventurer races fast as it can at you, Haley. It lands in front of you and swings.
Nice to know that the woman's the only one with the balls to stay on the ground.
It rolls an 18 to hit.
Ah, bless those bracers. The 19 AC now.
No, no, I'm so mad.
You did this. to
Yeah, I
yourself.
did do that. That's fine. I guess like it impacts you, and Haley, what does it look like when the bracers protect you?
So they're gonna, because we like shiny, they're gonna glow like this deep, like coppery kind of glow, and just kind of force like a light emits from them. Whoop, sorry, I didn't hit mic. And just pushes it away.
It's knocked backwards. The top portion of its body like rolls backwards. Its arms move up, and then it snaps forward a bit. That's the bottom of the round. Talbot Cliffgaze, you're at the top of the round.
I need to fix my crossbow. I also probably need to get off the centaur so the centaur has a little bit better mobility. Otherwise, this is going to look really ridiculous going down the hallway.
No, I'm quite enjoying this.
Oh, this is amazing. All right, fine. I just fixed my crossbow.
I was gonna say, I do have prestidigitation. However, all this before I get any of that.
That's fair. So do you have mending of the like that you can use to fix it rather quickly?
Nope.
All right. Do you have
What? Hey, well, never mind. Sorry.
I mean, I could pass it off to one of the artificers, hopefully to fix it. Who probably
Yeah, I
have
was about to say I
the
have
right
mending.
right tool for the job.
Is there a way I can help him somehow?
Yeah, totally. So you can help him in this moment, giving him advantage on what will be a an attack check, because do you have a what kind of like tool use do you have with your Gloomstalker Ranger?
Navigator's tools.
Nice. All right. So so you can aid him in the very tough check for Talbot to fix a broken bowstring in the dark, or Talbot could use his other hand crossbow this turn. You could use your turn with mending, completely mend. The crossbow next turn. That is up to you.
I'm down with the mending if you're down.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Hell
So
yeah!
I will fire using the hand crossbow.
Your homunculus will still be able to, take its force action if you decide to use mending to mend the crossbow. All right, sweet. All right, so Talbot, go ahead and you can
fire
see
at that adventurer skeleton.
Do it. It is hit on a 26. God damn it. God damn it.
That was the wrong dice. Let me reroll. That's better.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 11.
11 points of damage. You strike it. It is hit with that arrow, and it staggers to the side a bit.
I'm gonna fire again.
Do it. 17 certainly hits.
Nice. Damage. 8 damage, 19 total.
All right. It falls to the side. The first blow knocking it off balance. The second blow going inside of its eye, and there's a popping noise, and water something runs out of the thing's head, and it falls to the ground dead.
Nice.
Thanks, Talbot.
Bertaro, what are you doing?
I'm holding up my hand for a high five for helping to fix that crossbow.
I delivered that high five.
Yes.
Crisp high five.
All right. So you also cast mending on the broken crossbow. What does it look like when Mataro casts mending?
Oh, he uses his tail. That's how he fixes everything. It's
Kind of a show off. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah.
It's got, like centaurs, it's not like a fuzzy tail. It's very prehensile, so it comes around, and he uses all of his appendages, including some of his cowboy booted feet, to fix it up.
All right. Yeah. It's a simple matter. Your tail, I guess, moves around the crossbow. One end of it grabs the string. It forces the arm of the crossbow backwards in a quick motion, and with the deft application of skill and magic, the crossbow clicks back into place, and it is good for firing. After the high five, your tail can return the crossbow to your fellow Talbot.
Is it like the old shampoo that I used to see in my grandmother's bathroom, mane and tail?
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, so your homunculus is free to take an action. It's something near you. There was something large lumbering that you guys did not see in one of the hallways up to the northeast. And there is the very still, very dead looking well, I mean, it looked dead before, but very more looking dead troll thing that is now resting in the pit of spikes.
That's right. Damn it.
Looking and resting. I do not like these.
They're regular thing. I don't know why you don't like them. They're regular things. They're just things that stuff does sometimes.
They're
get-
words that people use.
Yeah.
You got to remember, I was on I was on a co-DM show that was very much the, hey, we're gonna pull out every twist and stuff that we can, so we don't trust anything. Gotten really keen on listening to DMs and the words they choose to use.
It sounds like that
That's
trauma is
smart.
going to do you really well during this game.
I think so.
It's gonna go pretty well.
I have a torch. Like, so that's the only fire related thing I have. I can't just like roll down there and like put a torch on it and light it on fire. That wouldn't work, right?
I mean, you could go hit it with your, I guess, like your lit torch if you like.
For
You know what?
reassurances.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit it with my lit torch.
Okay.
How do I do that?
So you use your action last turn to mend the, I guess, like mend the
Yes.
crossbow.
That's right.
Next turn you can, I guess, like move through, and you can totally.
Well, the little guy could just go drop a torch or touch a torch to the thing, right?
Hell yeah, it could.
Yeah.
So you drop the torch, and the homunculus grabs it, and it
Yep.
begins to make its way towards the, I guess, like the disgusting undead thing. And go ahead and have it make me. I mean, it'll make me, I guess, like its little attacky roll thing.
Okay. So I roll a d20 for 12 plus, I think we said 5, so 17.
17 hits.
Okay.
The torch is going to do. It's an improvised weapon, so it'll do 1d4, and that'll be 1d4 fire damage.
Okay, 1d4 rolling. 4. All right, nice.
The fire explodes in green flame at the, I guess, like at the troll's form. Its eyes cook from its head, and you can hear a pained wail emanate from the middle of its body.
Cool.
Like a humpback whale?
Yeah.
All right.
Reverberates through the hallway.
All right.
Perfect. Haley, what are I guess, like, what are you doing?
Okay. What other baddies are around?
So you heard something big making its way like down towards you in the hallway to the north. It sounds like it's still coming.
Okay. What I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to figure out, like, so I have 60 foot of dark vision, but I'm trying to figure out, I also have goggles of night. I don't know
Mhm.
if an additional 60 feet or if that's where that 60 feet is coming from.
That thing sounds like it's getting closer. What are you doing?
She's gonna put her goggles on, pull them out of her pocket, and try and see if she could see maybe around the corner. Because she also has she's got a passive perception of 18.
You look around the corner and you don't need to check because a full-sized undead Tyrannosaurus Rex is running towards all of you.
Fucking hell.
Yes.
Full size.
Yeah, full-sized.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay then.
What would you like to do?
First she's gonna pee her pants.
Inspiration.
Yeah, you get inspiration.
Yelp for a second and go, are you guys seeing this?
You guys just high-fived over fixing that crossbow.
Yeah. That's right. We're riding high.
Big fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex coming our way.
I
So
frown.
she's yeah, I'm not gonna get close enough to use a warhammer on it, so she's gonna fire at it with firebolt and see what happens.
Hell
Back across
yes.
the spikes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, can she jump on me, or is it one is enough? That's-
How strong are you about?
Oh Lord.
Artificer.
Yeah.
We're gonna guess the dump stat.
I'm gonna guess.
yes, dumpster.
But I don't know. It's gonna be fun. Let's find out. I'm excited.
Oh wait, strength. Is it just up here where it says strength?
Yeah.
This says 10. Okay, so
Okay. So it's gonna be kind of difficult for you to
Yeah. Okay, so one at a time. Sorry. Good luck.
I appreciate the ride. I can
no!
I can do a very flippy backflip off of Motaro across the spikes and free up the space.
Oh, do I get to shoot a firebolt off the back of a centaur? That would be dope.
I feel
Yeah,
like
we're gonna
this can happen. I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
let
be
this
checking some
happen right
boxes.
now. Let's fucking go. I guess like make me an acrobatics check with advantage. First of all, I want to see that.
I don't need the advantage.
Hell yes, natural 20.
Uh.
You hit the ground and you land on the far side of the spikes. Very, very safe.
Superhero
Um,
landing.
I guess so with that, Haley, if you like, you can make a check, or you could just automatically clamber on to Brotaro's back.
She's gonna clamber up onto Brotero's back.
Hell yeah, you are
Back or
on
back thing.
Brotaro's back, and you can still fire.
We're gonna fire the firebolt.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
watch your head, catch your hair on fire. And she's gonna
You will, human.
flint action again. Ooh, 12 to hit.
That. Do you have anything else to help you out?
I got inspiration.
Do you want to roll inspiration? Roll inspiration.
Inspiration. We're gonna try that again.
God, I really hope the inspiration is not the secret word.
16 to hit.
You miss.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, probably have an AC of like 23.
All right.
Well, shit.
The bolt hits. I mean, it lands on the thing's skin, but it doesn't seem like it does any damage. And it rushes into the room. It pops its way through the opening with a rush of air, and it moves to bite at you, Rotaro. It lowers its head, and you can see that it bites, and on its first attack, it rolls a 14. 14, it grabs at your midsection, and it sinks its teeth. It does 50 points of damage.
50?
Yeah, it does 50 points of damage.
Well, I'm dead.
So yeah, you I guess so the centaur, I guess you feel it kind of drop to the ground. You're not dead. You still have death saves, and if it doesn't keep trying to eat you, you might be able to make them.
Okay.
It's going to keep trying to eat you.
What happens to Kaylee? Or Haley?
So
What
it
is
can
that?
it can make 2 attacks. I guess it can decide to not attack Brotaro, so Brotaro can make its death saves and try to attack Haley Bry.
Nice. Should have kept my mouth shut.
Its tail whips across the expanse. It rolls a 20. It impacts with 22 points of bludgeoning damage. And after it strikes and takes a bite out of Motaro, who's lying bleeding, twitching on the ground, it opens its mouth and a zombie comes out of its mouth. And that's not even, that's just what it does. That's just what it does.
Don't just say that's just what it does. Like that's one of the features that's on the Tyrannosaurus's page in the monster manual. That's just what it does.
That's what it does. It vomits out a zombie, and let me roll the d6 to see if it can vomit out any. Like it's just full of adventurer zombies that it ate.
Now we know where the source of the undead is coming from.
All right, so it can continue to spit up adventurer zombies. But that was its action. The zombie's gonna, I guess, like hits the ground covered in just kind of like lizard/cat sick, and it begins to push its way up off of the ground.
Gross.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not proud of myself.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I guess like the wet zombie sees Haley, and I guess like the other form. What? I guess it doesn't see Talbot at all. So it's going to try and attack you, Haley.
Yay! Leave me alone.
There's a flash of light shininess in the room as it thuds its head against your the field that the bracers create. It slips to the ground and throws itself back up to continue the assault. But we are at the top of the next round. Talbot, things are looking dire for your fellows. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Pass Without a Trace,
Okay.
which will, if I can get within proper distance, it'll apply to all three of us.
Okay. How long does it take you to cast Pass Without a Trace?
How
What's
long
the
does it
casting
take?
time?
Don't know. I'm clicking, but it's not
Let me see.
not
Pass
popping
Without
up.
Trace.
Oh no, it's right there. It's self one action casting time. One action casting time.
Oh yeah. So that is I guess like that is your action.
Yes.
You cast Pass Without a Trace. Everyone gets that big bonus.
Hooray!
All right, so everyone gets a plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. So if you guys make some stealth checks, maybe you can't be seen, except for those of us that have to make death saving throws. But but you'll still get it if you get up within the hour.
Great.
Motaro, go ahead and make me a death saving throw. You're going to roll a d20 and hope that you get above a 10.
D20 number 1. A 1.
I got
That's
you with
a
an
fail.
inspiration. I got you with an inspiration.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, right. I do have inspiration.
I'll use mine first.
Oh, thank you. How nice. Number 2. Technically number 1 again. A 4.
All right, so you've only failed 1. You didn't fail 2. So if you roll under this number 2 more times, then you are finally deceased, and that is your action this turn. Haley Bry, what are you doing?
Oh, what can I do? What can
I mean, so you maybe if you break line of sight, this thing maybe doesn't go for you. It's really looking like it's going to go for you in a moment, though.
Yeah, it does.
You could do like a horse trick and like go 180 underneath the centaur. Well, hold on, David. So do the flying boots still work while the horse
Good question, actually.
is incapacitated?
That's grim as fuck. Let's let it. Yeah, you could. Normally they would just kind of not work, but you could push the flying, dying horse in the air.
I'm just suggesting that maybe Haley could like go underneath the belly of the centaur, the death saving throw centaur, and try to use that as cover.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and then I will just attack the centaur.
Yep, that sounds like a good plan. I think I'm gonna do that.
Hell yeah, you I guess like you clamber underneath the I guess like the dying form of your fellow, and you get underneath it. The boots of flight, their magic flickering, nearly dying. They almost go off, but you are safely behind cover underneath your fellow. Tyrannosaurus zombie is going to go next. Is there anything else you would like to do, Haley, before I roll for the Tyrannosaurus zombie?
Are we calling that my action then?
I mean, it could be your movement. What would you like to do?
Let's have that be my movement, and then I would like to cast shield.
Smart. I like it. I like where your head's at.
Yep. And then, until the start of my next turn, I have +5 bonus to my AC.
That makes it a big 22, yeah?
Yes.
Hell
Well,
yes.
19 plus 5, 24.
Okay.
Yes.
It
Thanks, magical items.
God damn it.
That's the
It
first level
lurches
spell.
down. Go ahead.
So that's the first level spell.
Yeah. This is super good. Shield is always amazing. It saved me so many times in games. This Tyrannosaurus zombie, it moves downward and it bites into Brotaro.
Does that 5 also help him since I'm under him?
Yes, it will give him 5 AC, but I have advantage because he is prone and unconscious. It hits with a 21. And it rips Brotaro in half.
Oh, no.
Now we have some options for you, Chuck. You're amazing. Go ahead and roll me a d6. That'll be the last pull from the darkness deck. We have some moments before I guess like before the light completely dies.
3.
3. the last effect for this game is going to be cursings. Now, if you guys say fuck, you will lose a limb or digit when you say a curse word.
A curse word or only that curse word?
It'd be a curse word.
All right.
Define curse word.
I guess if you go into like formal Latin, I wouldn't count that as a curse word, but I guess that is a curse word. I don't know.
Can we
yeah.
use Gaelic the geese? Can we curse you that way?
Yes.
All right.
I will allow that.
So if we say it in another language other than English, we're fine.
It could be okay. You don't know. It's gonna be interesting. And after it rips Brotaro in half, it will spit out a zombie.
Fucking zombie. Oh, damn it.
There is another zombie that it disgorges like a owl disgorging a pellet onto the ground. That zombie moves up. And Chuck, what would you like this zombie to do?
What?
Oh, that'd be cool.
You switch teams.
Yeah. Let's go, man. It's you and me. These guys are
Oh.
almost done. Hell yes.
Oh, great. Okay. All right. So, well, what's my zombie look like?
So as your zombie slips, I guess like free of the, the belly of this rotting Tyrannosaurus, you remember in life you're, I guess like a fellow with, I guess like shining blonde hair, beautiful plate armor, and a great shining sword, all covered with whatever wetness is inside of a Tyrannosaurus zombie's belly.
Nice. And who's closest to me?
The closest person to you is
Me,
Haley Bry.
because I'm under your corpse.
Oh, right. Well, I will be shuffling over and attacking with that shiny wet sword
Let's go ahead and roll me a d20.
as wet as possible. D20. All right. A 17.
17. I guess like this zombie paladin of some kind swings. Its blade impacts your shield, which is still in effect. So you don't take any damage.
Sparks just come off the little invisible shield that's surrounding me.
They hit the ground and seem, I guess, like to settle and then finally vanish. Next up, we have one of the other zombies. This other zombie is also going to try and attack you.
Fair.
It rolls a 21, so it throws its body forward, hits the shield, slides off. It gouges at the ground, strikes your shield again, and then with a third attack, in a frenzy, it attempts to push you again, your shield stopping the blow, and its face inches away from yours, unable to make contact, thanks to the magic that currently protects you. But you can feel that magic fade as we move into the next round. Talbot, what are you doing?
I'm going to make a stealth roll.
All right. Go ahead and make me a stealth check. 22.
Plus 10. So
Plus
32.
10? 32. On a 32, nothing is going to see you. You have actions. You have a bonus action you could take. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't know. I think I'm going to have to stop and assess the situation because I have spells that I can use, but those are going to take actions.
That's fair. Your fellow Haley Bry looks like they are in a poor spot, and you can feel the magic that is chaining this place to this realm beginning to fade and shift.
I'm going to hold my tongue and remain silent so that the flying zombies from a Tyrannosaurus's mouth don't come flying over at me.
Excellent. Haley, what are you doing?
Okay. So I'm also going to use stealth, and I'm going to try to Luke Skywalker myself inside the upper half of the corpse Rotaro.
Go ahead and roll with advantage. Roll with advantage.
So that would be
so good. Well, that was not very good, but this next business. Oh, that was super rough. That's a 21 though. That is a 21 because with passive without trace.
Yep.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yes. As I guess.
You make your way into your fellow's form.
Brotaro, half of the brother of Motaro.
I will hold any other more actions because I can actually cast shield as a reaction. So if I need to do that again, I will do that.
Okay.
She's gonna hide inside Brotero's corpse.
You hide inside of Botero's corpse. The Tyrannosaurus zombie is going to sniff the air and see where you went. It is not very wise.
Yay!
It has no idea where you are, so it eats. It spends this turn eating Brotaro's lower half. I guess like Chuck, what's your zombie? What's your zombie doing?
The Chuck zombie is distracted by those nice boots that are on the front half of this creature that he's never seen before. So he's gonna try and take those boots.
Hell yeah, I love that. It's just so a bit of the spark of sentience. He kind of sits down.
You can take the adventure out of the mortal realm, but you can't take the mortal realm out of the adventure.
That's 100% right. I guess like he draws those boots off, and I mean they look like they'll fit on his wonderful zombie feet.
Hell yeah, flying zombie time. Let's go.
It's getting worse. I love it. The last moment is getting worse. All right. I guess next up, we have the other zombie that's in the space. Oh, it is going to try and if it rolls a natural 20, it's going to be amazing. Nope, it rolls a 2, has no idea what's going on. The Tyrannosaurus zombie does not vomit another zombie this turn, unless it does. Let's go ahead and make that check. You can feel the magics chaining this dungeon to this realm, fading, and the Tyrannosaurus zombie vomits one more zombie.
So we're up to 4 now?
Three zombies. Oh, well, yeah, 4 zombies, 3 regular zombies, 1 giant Tyrannosaurus zombie.
Copy that.
Talbot, what are you doing? Top of the round.
So I keep hearing the hint of this realm is starting to fall apart. Do we know if we have a way to make it out of the dungeon?
You don't. There was, I guess, like the door that you came in here through. Maybe that would work.
I guess I will start retreating in that direction.
You retreat in the direction of the doors that you made your way into. You can see lights around the edges of them, like burning and roiling, as the place angrily begins to shuffle and shift. Next up, well, what else would you like to do?
That's it.
Haley, what are you doing?
I'm looking to see if I can do something cool.
I'm excited. There are things in the inventory that are on Motaro's corpse that may be in the pouches that you cannot get to because you're currently inside of Brotaro.
But, and I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try it. I would like to cast 2nd level invisibility
Okay.
on Motaro's corpse, or Rotaro's corpse,
Okay.
because it becomes invisible anything it is wearing or carrying.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
see if maybe I can like hook my feet around his collarbones on the inside and like kind of drag myself, excuse me, towards the exit, towards Talbert.
This is perfect. Yes. Yes, certainly you can. You certainly can. You inside of Brotaro's corpse slink your way as the giant Tyrannosaurus zombie chows down on the forms in the in the room. As you move back towards the edge of the room inside of Brotaro's form, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Ooh.
You're going back the way you came, correct?
Correct. Oh, this is 17.
17. There is still a pit of spikes that you would have to cross.
Okay.
But you stop before the front. You feel the front end begin to list a bit, and you manage to keep yourself. You could, I mean, you still have movement left. You could explode out of the invisible force and jump to the other side.
Yeah, we're gonna try that.
Hell yes! Make me an acrobatics or athletics check.
She's gonna like
Horse corpse cannon. Got it.
it'd be nice if I could do another spell and just firebolt out his mouth and like shoot her across.
Nothing
be
is
amazing.
impossible.
Cannonball style. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so she is going to take a couple of deep breaths. Okay, you can do this, Kaylee. Shiny, I might need your help with this. It's 16.
So you get advantage on this check, right? Go ahead and make the just roll 2. Let's see if we go.
Not any better.
Did you want to use inspiration at all?
I don't have it.
What don't you have?
I don't have inspiration anymore. I used it already.
So you feel yourself begin to move outwards, and you can feel yourself move across the expanse, ready to land on the other side, but suddenly you feel a tug downwards. You don't know what happened. It's like someone somewhere far away said a word they shouldn't have said, and you fall into the pit of spikes.
Can I use shield as a reaction?
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do that.
I want to do that.
We're going to use shield as a reaction.
Yeah, you shield as a reaction. You will only take a very, very small amount of whatever this damage is going to be. Take 2 points of damage as your shield like allows you to fall between two iron spikes in this in this pit. The realm, I mean, I guess like you can feel this realm passing from the space. You can feel yourself moving into nothing. Up above, you can hear the sounds of the Tyrannosaurus zombie like howl and bray. It moves to the, I guess like to the edge of the pit, and it lurches downwards to bite at you. Your shield stops it. It hits the shield. It hits, I guess, like it hits one of the spikes. The spine goes into its eye. It's still alive. We're gonna have one last turn. But would you want? But Zombie Chuck, what would Zombie Chuck like to do?
He's going to fly over and hit the nearest thing he can see. With his sword, his wet, shiny sword.
Go ahead, go ahead and roll me a d20. If you roll 20, you'll attack Haley, and if you don't, then oh wow. Oh no, that was the previous roll.
Oh, nat 20.
What?
Now you roll a nat 20.
Now I get good rolls.
Roll
course.
damage. Roll damage. It's a D8 plus your zombie strength.
D8. Okay. Rolling a D8. 3.
3. Your zombie strength, I think, is let me open the stat block. Somehow this zombie manages to slip an attack past your shield, something that the Tyrannosaurus Rex couldn't do. It's wearing Brotaro's boots and looking down at you behind roomy, wet eyes. The other zombies stagger around the room, unable to find anything to attack. We're at top of the round. Talbot Cliffgaze, this is your last round. What are you doing?
I would like to move as far as I can to the entry door and open it, with the
You
hopes of passing through it.
you open the door and you move to living safety. Haley Bry,
With
what are
my
you doing?
6 hit points left.
You do feel like you looking up, you can see on Mataro's dead body there is a bag of holding.
I have a bag of holding.
There are 2 bags of holding very close to one another.
Okay. She's gonna grab it.
You grab it.
And I guess I have to use an action to look inside of it, don't I? Or to grab anything out of it?
Yeah, I guess like to grab anything out of it, to push them, like I guess like together, whatever you want to do.
What is inside his bag of holding?
Mataro, do you have anything inside of your bag of holding?
Unfortunately, she's going to find nothing but bricks and rocks that I was intending on throwing at everybody. That's all I've got in there.
So, Haley, would you like, I guess, like, make me an Arcana check?
Okie dokie. That's a 10.
Everybody knows this, David.
Yeah. So, if you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding, there is an explosive effect.
Ooh.
A
Okay.
very detrimental explosive effect, but an explosive effect nonetheless.
I'm dead anyway. Okay. She's gonna take Motaro's bag of holding and she's gonna grab hers. She's gonna shove Motaro's into her bag and then just chuck it up towards the mass of creatures that are up at the top of the pit.
Hell yeah.
Yes, you shove the two things together and you release the bag up into the air. You can see unstable reality around you as bricks and mortar and things begin to break apart. You inhale, and the last thing you see is a flash of light. But before that flash of light, you see a glow, and the giant zombie Tyrannosaurus dematerializes. And so do its zombies. Heat washes over your form, the realm crumbles around you, and there is naught but silence and the grace of whatever gods you worship. And I'm in a call game there, guys.
Good Lord.
Well done.
That was
Well
amazing.
done. Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun. One of you escaped, and as one of you escaped, we will add an additional thing to the darkness deck in honor of your valiant fight against the forces of darkness, so that in the coming games, if they should ever have the misfortune of making that roll, they will have you all to thank for it.
What do you guys think it should be?
Oh,
It could be anything. It could be as bad as you want it to be. And it will 100% be better than anything I come up with. I assure you. Also, the word was inspiration. So
that's mean.
I'm sorry. See, I'm not. This was good.
No,
That was
you're
good.
not. No, you're
Yes.
that was the whole point of this, is to try to kill us as quickly as possible. We lasted longer than I thought we would,
Yeah,
actually.
you guys did amazing. It was so wonderful.
It's hard to think of something to screw someone else over when you're in D&D mode,
Yeah,
where you spend so much time trying to do the opposite.
Yeah, with your, I guess like your fellows. I mean, it could be something that I guess that can come up that can make it so folks can't communicate with one another and they can't talk. It could be, I'm trying to think of things that happened in the game where it would make sense for that kind of thing. You could summon up half of a centaur person, and then it could just fall on someone's head. It could just be inside of half a centaur for a moment.
Two halves. That's right. Two halves.
Two halves.
We could pick a roll on the die that summons two halves of a dead centaur.
and two of the adventurers get stuck in a dead centaur.
Two halves of a dead centaur and a zombie T-Rex.
All right, what do you guys feel like?
Or you could make, seeing as with the nature of how these games or this game went today, the +10 to our stealth rolls really, I think, was a boon for Talbot and for Haley. What if you make stealth rolls at a disadvantage? Like always. Like
hell yeah.
It halves your stealth roll.
I like that.
As someone who has two other rogue characters that I've played, like that has saved my bacon so many times.
Also, I like seeing rogues get the short end of the stick.
Just suddenly in the middle of something where they're like,
Right.
Don't worry, guys, I got this.
It's like you turn the lights on in a really dark room and it's just a guy sitting there.
All right. What, I guess, like, Chuck, how does that feel? Do you want to do something like that? You think it's something else? Otherwise, I guess like the Rogue's Revenge is going right into the darkness deck.
No, I mean, that sounds good. Or if you want to mess with them a little bit more, you have some other things like this where they have to talk in a sing-songy voice or something, or I don't know, like to make extra layers to it. It's not just the one thing.
Okay.
Or like gravity reverses or something crazy like.
Oh,
Okay. So we currently have I guess we have the disadvantage thing and we've got gravity reversing. Which I guess like between the two of those, I guess we'll do a voting business. Cool. Rogues. It's like rogues disadvantage on all of their business. Everyone disadvantage on stealth checks. Huh?
I don't
Gravity
know.
reverse.
I think the gravity reverse, like it does it to the entire room, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
everything. It's gonna be awful. I'll have to turn a whole fucking dungeon upside down. I'll be so mad.
I like that one.
yeah, yeah. After the way we got fucked over, absolutely.
Hooray! Okay.
Nice. All right.
Nice.
That way it
Topsy-turvy.
screws over the players and you. So it's
Gravity
perfect.
get back. I love it.
Opportunity fuckery.
All right. So I guess that's it. So before we I guess like we call it for today, thank you so much for guys for gaming with us. And if you could remind our listeners where they can find you and what's going on, we'll start the same way we did in the beginning, starting with you, Sean.
I'm Sean, and I don't want you to find me. So, a pleasure being here.
All right. Okay. Cool. I guess like moving on. Jess.
I am Jessica Skellington. I played Haley Bry for this campaign. You can find me on Twitter at Jessica Skell.
All right. Perfect. And Chuck.
Hey, I'm Chuck. I'm the ripped in half Motaro's brother, Brotaro, and zombie number 14 or whatever it was. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for having me. You can find me Atlanta Film Chat's probably the best way. My podcast, Atlanta Film Chat, atlfilmchat@gmail.com if you want to reach out.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Well, thank you guys again. You guys were fantastic. I can't think of a better inaugural bunch for this business. And I hope that folks will tune in again when the Big Bad Dungeon gets dark.